Ever since doing that config video, dude, my first ever config video, everything's been broken. Like, I've just tabbed out now and it's not letting me tab back in. Okay, there we go. And I'm stuck with motion blur on because if I turn it off, it looks like I've installed a low crosshair or something. Like, look, let me show you this. What's it? Video, advanced. Oh, I can't do that now. Advanced, motion blur disabled. Okay, so we'll apply that. And let me just show you what TF2 looks like. That's the only setting I've changed. Just you wait and see what TF2 looks like. Dog's just chilling. Now, alright, now look at my game. All I did was turn off motion blur. Why? Why has this happened? I don't want motion blur on. I never said on any of my configs I wanted it on. Why does my game look like I'm running in a low config again? What's happened? Like, look, this looks awful. I mean, actually, I don't hate it. It looks quite nice. I would play with profile, like, with a config like this. But I want my videos to at least look nice. Like, I want them to have, like, you know, good, decent looking gameplay quality. Because we all know the actual aiming and stuff you're seeing on the screen isn't great. So, like, I wanted the game to at least look nice. But, like, this is just turning motion blur off. Everything breaks. It's like all of my graphics have gone back to, like, when I had my low config on for that video. Please don't touch me, Pyro. Okay, no. He's run away. Again, I don't hate it. I actually think it helps me play better, but, like, that setting shouldn't be a thing. I'm dead. This is actually just... Motion blur is the glue that holds my TF2 together right now. And I've realized if I play like this for too long, like if I play like this for too long after turning motion blur off, I think TF2 just crashes. And I don't know why, but if I play with motion blur off for too long, or I think even if I try and turn it back on, it crashes my game. And then when I turn my game back on, motion blur turns itself back on. I can't get rid of it. Also, that 225 sub goal, by the way, when we hit it, if we ever hit it, it basically means that I'm gonna play medic for an entire stream. So that'll be at least 2 hours, maybe 3 hours of me playing medic. And I hate playing medic. Like, he's never gonna be on his own, and he gets more walks than we can give him. He gets them off lead as well because we can't walk our other dog off lead because she's dog aggressive, because she's a Malamute and that just happens. So he's getting a much better quality of life now. And he's seeing some of the pictures of him when he first got back to their house. Dude didn't care. He was not bothered at all. And in a way, it's like, it is sad, obviously. But, like, we all sat in the living room after he went. And we're like, wow, it's really quiet. And my mum's managed to have a lie-in today because... the Malamute's a bit older. She's like 16 months, but she's at the age now where she's, you know, she's a bit more chill. She's a lot more calm. I just saved that Pyro's life, by the way. Just keep going in. Oh, good. Oh my god, this looks horrible. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. It actually wasn't. It looked quite cool. Like, even the festives look weird. This reminds me of some, like, old school training videos, dude. Having games look like this, I don't know why it does. I appreciate everybody who does play medic. Like, thank you, you're doing a service I don't want to do. And I do appreciate medics that heal me as well, that's great. It's just not my thing. I don't like playing TF2 like that. I always like trying to run in, get a bunch of kills, and then maybe get out. Maybe not, it doesn't really matter. Jesus Christ. There's so many things in there, man. Yeah, my TF2 looks like this right now because I turned motion blur off. I have utterly broken it. I don't know what I've done. I thought you just had some, like, config. No, it's literally because I've done so many configs in TF2. Like, ever since making that low config video, my TF2 has been busted. Like, when I play Spy or something, it still shows it as, like, the controller buttons. So everything just is broken with my TF2. I think tonight I'm going to reinstall it completely. Get a fresh install. Hopefully that fixes a bunch of stuff. Reading my view model binds and everything. But yeah, I haven't set my graphics like this on purpose. Banny. It reminds you of Banny. It does a little bit. It's kind of like what config he uses. It definitely feels like I'm playing more competitive. And it feels like I play better with my TF2 looking like this. But I want my TF2 to be... I want my TF2 to look good for my videos and stuff. So people actually can sit and watch it. Because I know not all the time my aim is very good. So I want people to actually look at something nice. But then again, I think most people play TF2 like this. Oh god, lunch, yeah. Ruby and Sapphire are fun. Oh my god, I actually killed him. I love the way that teleporter looks though. With my config like this, I like how bright a lot of things are. It just is a shame that everything else is so dull. Because obviously like the shadows and the shaders and everything ruin your frames. Nuzlocke is funny. Rob always loses his best Pokemon somewhat early on in the game. Dude, my last run went so well. Actually, no, I lost 2 pretty important Pokemon before the second gym. But then I found a replacement, luckily, and managed to win. And I didn't lose another Pokemon until, like... Dude, I don't even know, like, the 7th or 8th. But I actually put up quite a good fight against the champion with only 2 Pokemon. So, considering this was, like, a competitive set champion team, they're meant to be insanely good. And I beat 4 of her Pokemon with 2 of mine. Feels like with more frames, you just get shot less. I don't know why just turning motion blur off does this to my game. I think it must be like that's one of the things that the config says is one of like the low things. So like if you turn that down, your computer probably can't handle high. So you know, maybe they just set it to a bit lower. I feel like I'm just playing much better as well. High frames actually equals performance. Who would have thought? Like, I would not be surprised if having higher frames means your hitbox got smaller. And you were genuinely harder to hit. That's the most TF2 thing I think I've ever heard. Do you know what hat I miss seeing everywhere? The point and shoot. It was a very good hat. Hey Diva, how you doing? Okay. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't you come over here. Oh, he ran over here. Don't shoot me. Thank you. Do I prefer the crosshair over the circle one? I use both, to be honest. I think it just depends what I'm doing or how I'm feeling. No way, man. With my high frames, never mind. With my high frames, I could take this whole thing on, and I'm dead. Alright, so should we swap over to Pokemon now? Because my TF2 is pretty much about to crash anyway. I genuinely think my TF2 is close to crashing.